The Zevo likes to talk about life while he's shooting people in the face. The Zevo.
What is going on, everybody? It's Zevo here. You're watching some Battlefield 3 gameplay. This is the scavenger game mode that came out with the Aftermath map pack. So recently I've been getting into Battlefield again. I haven't been playing Call of Duty. I don't know, Call of Duty fatigue, COD fatigue has been setting in pretty heavy for me right now. I didn't buy the map packs. I don't know, it's been different. Just looking for something different, and right now Battlefield's providing that for me. I like this scavenger game mode. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of like Conquest, if you're familiar with Battlefield, or something like a Domination would be if you're more of the Call of Duty fan. But it has random guns laying around the map. Everybody starts with whatever pistol you want to start with, and then you have to go by whatever map or whatever guns you find on the map, and you can't pick them up from other people's bodies. It's just literally whatever you'll see on the map. It's designated by little blue arrows, and like you see over there on the right hand side of the screen, that's a gun that I think I'm gonna go pick up right now. But they're laying all over the map, and you kind of go grab them, and whatever you get, and you got to try and hold the points on the map with whatever guns you find with low clip sizes, and it's kind of crazy, kind of fun, and really takes some skill. It's kind of like gun game a little bit. You got to be good with a bunch of different guns. I like it. Anyway, it's keeping my interest, and whatever, that's the gameplay, but that's not really what I want to talk about. Earlier today I came home from work, and I'm guilty of clicking on xJawz' most recent video that says, "So I'm dating a porn star." And you know, maybe just the title got me or whatever. I don't watch very many of his videos, and I was kind of wondering, like, I haven't heard that he's dating a porn star. I think he's relatively young. Like, I believe he's out of high school. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's right around that age. I want to say 18, 19, something like that. And he's dating a porn star. And his video kind of made me think about things. He was basically saying that, hey, I'm dating a porn star, and it's sort of been known through the YouTube community, and he's been getting some negative feedback, negative attention from that, and people obviously referring to his girlfriend in not very nice names. And so he went on a little rant about how he felt about that. He felt strongly against that. It brought up some strong emotions on him, and he mentioned a little bit about her background, didn't say what happened, but that she had been through some things. And he also mentioned that the topic of bullying, which was, you know, that's been a hot topic. It's, you know, there's been a lot of tragedy associated around that. Bullying's probably been around as long as people have been alive, and but there's been a lot of controversy and tragedy around you know, recent suicides and things like that, where people just don't know how to deal with it, and are driven to that point. So he kind of touched on some hot buttons, and it just drove some thoughts in me, and I've been looking for something to talk about to you guys. And whenever I feel strongly about something, that's when I want to bring a video. That's when I want to just talk. So I didn't really rehearse this or kind of think about what I'm saying too much, other than I know I feel strongly about it. So I'm just going to start rambling, and hopefully it comes out okay. So let's look at the first topic. He's dating a porn star, and he's upset that he's getting negative attention or negative feedback, or his girlfriend is getting some negative attention. And I guess the first thing I'm going to say is she's picked a controversial profession. For whatever reason, whatever reason you get into, however you end up in porn. You know, some people will say you might have missed a few hugs growing up, but however you end up in porn, you have to know that that's a controversial profession. That's not something like that carries the same resounding joy that comes with maybe a doctor, or the same kind of status symbol as a lawyer, or something, you know, something more I don't know what you call it, more prestigious. It's not that. And if you're naive to that fact, then you're just playing dumb, because it is a profession. It's along the lines of someone who's in porn is, you know, maybe In terms of tiers, people probably look at that a little bit worse than a stripper, and slightly better than a prostitute. I don't know, but there's a tier to things, right? And so to say you receive negative attention based on that, that's going to come whether you're on YouTube or not, or whether you're on Twitter or not. I mean, I've never been a porn star, but I can assume that they get a lot of negative feedback. There's a lot of crazy religious folk and things that have nothing better to do than to probably write letters to these people and blah 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 blah. So I just think like you're gonna get negative feedback. To say that's something that you don't like, okay, that's fine. But if it bothers you to the point of severe stress level, then maybe that profession's not for you. And you can't change the world to match what you want it to be because of your circumstances or because of who you've been in. And look at that backflip, by the way. That was awesome. The shotgun animation's awesome. You can't change the world to fit what you want it to be. It's not gonna. The world doesn't. I know you probably heard this before, but the world doesn't revolve around you. And so, in trying to fit into the world, you either assume that all of what comes with whatever you choose to do with your life and your career, because that's the way the world is, or it bothers you to the point where you reflect on it and say the negative consequences of this are worse than the positive things that are happening. And so you got to just take it for what it is. It's which one's worse? You put one in. It's like a scale. You got to balance things out in life. Which one's worse? Which one don't you like worse? So I guess that's point number one is, if you don't like the negative attention, just know that it's going to come with that career path, and maybe it's not for you. That's all I can say about that. I'm probably going to have to throw another clip on here because I'm rambling, so I'm just going to keep going. Just stay with me. So I guess that's point number one. Point number two is that he related it to bullying. And again, I kind of feel a similar way on it. Bullying's a terrible thing. I mean, he hit the nail on the head there. If you've somehow managed to escape bullying your entire life, you are in the minority. I think every one of us, or almost every one of us, has been made fun of at some point for either how we look or how we act or something we said or something we wear or how fat your mama is. We've all been made fun of. We'll point out anything. They'll take somebody's name and, just make it something terrible, There was definitely some negative things associated with my last name, and I would go into that, but this is not the time and the place. And so we've all been made fun of, and it's a terrible thing. And I think, like I said, it's a hot topic. Some people either don't have the support structure at home or don't have the upbringing to deal with that kind of thing. But again, I just want to say that, first of all, bullying's out in the world, and no matter what we do, we're not going to change that in people. There's something deep in the heart of people that leads them to want to make themselves feel better by bringing other people down rather than building yourself up. And that's inherent. That's human nature. And I don't know that there's anything that any doctor, therapist, parent, teacher, whatever can do to shut that off in every person. Obviously, you can tone it down. I think, even the people that are bullied, I think sometimes are bullying others. There's a ranking system. There's a tiered system to how everything stacks up. And even those people are looking for people that are lesser than them and doing the same thing, whether they like it, whether they know it or acknowledge it or not. So I think you got to look at how things stack up that way. And so, again, that's out in the world. Bullying's out in the world. And the world isn't always going to conform to you. And so I think the more important note is just that bullying never endures forever. And that's something that I think the suicide victims and people that can't deal with it, they get in a mindset where they feel like this is the way it is and my life is horrible and I can't deal with this and it's going to be like this forever. And whether you're in high school or college or elementary school or a new job or whatever, circumstances and people in your life change. And the people that bully you now probably will not be there in 3, 4, 5 years from now. And so it's a matter of endurance, really. And it's a matter of shutting them out, realizing that you do have worth, that you do have value, regardless of what people say, regardless of what people pump into you. You need to build yourself up and surround yourself with people that do that for you as well. Have a close-knit group of friends and family and people that build you up. So in terms of internet bullies and bullying in school and everything that we face negative in our life, like, you have to realize that that's going to exist no matter what. You know, when you're famous, it just gets, YouTube famous, it just gets exacerbated. It is swelled because of the attention that you draw. And, if you want that YouTube money, there's consequences with it. There's a price to pay, and it usually happens in things like that. So again, now you're dating someone in a controversial profession, and you're opening yourself up because of your popularity to increased attention, and you already know that profession draws negative attention. So it doesn't surprise me at all that he's receiving that increased negative attention. And then I guess the other thing that hit me is that he made a video speaking his mind about being very angry, and I think that's okay. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be angry sometimes, but to carry that with you, that's something to me that you just got to let go. If you are in love with this girl, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what the world says about it. It doesn't matter how people look at her profession. If that's truly what you want, if that's truly the person you want to be with, and you know that, then you don't need the world to validate that relationship. You have all the validation you need based on your own experience and your own fulfillment from that relationship. And part of me thinks that the reason he got so angry is that maybe you're looking for the world to validate your relationship. Like, maybe you're unsure. Maybe it bothers you because it makes you reflect on some things that you don't want to think about right now. And that's okay too. I mean, you're young. We're all trying to figure life out, right? And we make mistakes. Odds are, I'm not going to guarantee this, but odds are the person you date at 18 or 19 is not going to be the person you marry. And I think the odds are probably increased if that person is a porn star. I just think so. I don't know. I don't have any stats to back it up, but I'm just guessing. So most likely this is a learning relationship for him, and he needs to just recognize that there are a lot of facets for it, or surrounding it, for you to learn from, and that I think it's a very interesting topic, and you need to just, I understand you're trying to protect the woman that you love, but I think the most important thing you can do is just to let her know that you're there for her, and it doesn't matter what people think. And I think that's the most important thing that you can do. And like I said, if you love her, that's all that matters. You don't have to validate that through what the world says or what somebody else says or people's opinions, or be you and be the best you that you can be for her, and that's all that matters. You don't have to wage a war against the internet and try to stop internet bullying and cyberbullying. And I get the idea and the topic behind the video. I understand what it's like to make a video when you have strong feelings. I think that's a good thing, to speak your mind, but just know that the most important thing you can do is just be there for her. And I think that we can all learn a lesson from that. It doesn't matter what the world thinks. If you're being bullied right now, it's just because somebody else is feeling pretty shitty about their life, and they're trying to make you feel shitty so that you can all just be in this shittiness together. That's what they're trying to do. They want to bring you down instead of building themselves up. And so look at what you're doing to other people and make sure you're building yourself up, and don't succumb to that pressure of what the world says or what somebody else says to validate you, and let them bring you down. You're better than that. You have worth and value to the world, no matter who you are, what you look like, what it is you do, where you came from. Like, find the value in yourself, and then it doesn't matter what the world says. And I guess that's my topic for today. It's pretty long. I don't even know what gameplay I'm showing you right now because I just had to keep talking. But I think I got all my thoughts out there. If you guys didn't see the video, I'll put a link to it in the description. You can go check it out. And obviously, probably every one of you have seen it because I only have so many subscribers, and he has like thousands and hundreds of thousands more. So I expect more people to have seen it. I don't think I'm going to draw too many views to his channel, but I did enjoy the video, and I do wish him the best with his relationship. I wish everybody the best with all their relationships. You know, I'm a fan of you know, guys and girls getting together in a monogamous relationship. I am a fan of that. But again, it just drove some feelings of, you know, don't let the world get to you. Don't, you know, you make your own value, not what somebody else says. And if you're with someone that you love, it doesn't matter what the world thinks, it doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter who they are. And that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on some of this. Like I said, I know it's a long video, but just had to ramble a little bit, and that's it. Hope you guys enjoy this. Play some Battlefield. It's fun. I'm telling you, it's a nice break from Call of Duty. And that's it for now, guys. I will talk to you later. Peace.